I want one answer from any of the students. What do they feel when they say this slide? 20 years back, in 2001, I was in the same dilemma: where to go, which road to go, right? There are a lot of software companies who are coming for campus interviews. I am not much interested in software engineering that time. Of course, I even failed in some of the interviews anyway. But I'm more interested in MTech and going into core engineering. I don't know which path to choose actually, right? Either software or core. The same dilemma I'm sure you also having now. How many of you having now? Can you please raise your hands? I'm not able to see you. If people are not raising the hands, it is not normal actually. Everybody will have this an unclear situation while you are studying, while you are passing out from engineering, right? So now this particular presentation, what I am trying to give is maybe more marketing point of view in terms of pulling you guys into core engineering, of course, because I am there in last 20 years in the same profession here. Okay, but I will try to explain you the importance of it, and how the technology is growing and where are we today, and why we need you people to get into this particular technology and work in that and make this world a better place to live in. Okay, so I go back to the presentation again. So basically, what is our main motto? To succeed, right? So success is where preparation and opportunity meet. Do you understand this proverb here, this quote? We need to have opportunities. First point is we need to have opportunities. Also, we need to prepare for opportunities. Success will come only when opportunity and preparation meet. If the opportunities are coming earlier than preparation, are you able to succeed? Yes or no? No, right? If preparation, you are ready with, you are prepared for something, but opportunity is not coming, also the same. So basically, you need to be ready with the opportunity and preparation together. Then only you can succeed. Are you all agreeing with this point or not? So, yes, thank you. So, in today's discussion, what we are going to do is we are going to do focus on exploring the first word what somebody was telling when they see the first slide, exploring the opportunities. This is important, but not, this is not a very broader view, it is very niche view in terms of automobile engineering, in terms of electric vehicles, in terms of autonomous electric vehicles. So in this particular niche area, I have focused on to explain you where the opportunities are there. And next, I gone through preparation point here. What you have to do to prepare for that, right? We have opportunities, but you don't prepare for it, we are nowhere. So how you are going to do the preparation for it and be ready for the future? Then finally, I will try to share some resources out of anyhow. You have a better resources than us 20 years back, right? So there is nothing much I given in I just given a broader view there. Some of the interesting links where I find interesting. So of course you can add up more in future using this as the base. And finally, out of this, after 3 activities being discussed, what is the next one is how you can change the world. Okay, making this world a better place to live in. So what are you going to do? What you have to do for changing this world and making a better place to live in? Let us start discussion now. Okay. So as I told you just now, we are going to explore conventional automobile opportunities in conventional automobiles, electric vehicles, autonomous vehicles. Do you Can you please tell me what is the difference between conventional automobiles and electric vehicles? Okay. See here, this is the normal car. I just start with one important thing. I don't know really if many people know about this adaptive front lighting. In fact, I also don't know few years back until I came to Chennai and working with my company in India. Before this, I was working in the same company in China for 5 years. I was completely dealing with cooling fan module, the engine cooling fan module motors for BLDC motors. But now, after coming to India, I was started working with adaptive front lighting. If you see here, just can you see the video here moving? Can somebody identify and tell me what is happening actually there? I don't know if it's clear or not the video because I couldn't make it a bigger video there. Can somebody explain me what exactly happening there? Any student, maybe faculty? You know what is adaptive? Adaptive is nothing but learning from experience, basically, right? So it adapts to the situations. What is happening here? One vehicle is coming here from here, other vehicle is coming in the opposite direction. Both are having lights, focused headlamps. When other light is coming into this, it's the perimeter of this light. You see how the lighting is being changing. Lighting profile is being changing. Did you see that? You see, if you see the down one, the lighting completely no. There is no focus light in the opposite car side. What is that meaning? There is no glare. What is that meaning? There is no accident, right? What is that meaning? More safety for the vehicle, right? So isn't it interesting? Yes. So this is the technology which right now things are moving ahead, right? We know in our cars there is one small button is there where we make 0 1 2, the headlamp will move up and down, but we never care. Okay, so those are all manual levelers, basically headlamp levelers. But when we come to adaptive, these are all automatic. So this is where we are in now. We are working towards this. Whole of industry is going towards automation, right? That is the reason we are going to automotive to electric vehicle to autonomous vehicles. We want to go to automation, reduce human interference with the activities. That means it will be more automatic, more safe, more reliable, less prone to accidents, right? So if based upon this now, what do you think you need to have, which technology you need to understand for this particular product to be in market, or if you wanted to work here? Basically you need to have electronics design and lighting technology, understand the light profile of light, how the light beams are focused. So that kind of technologies are needed for it, right? So it is basically it is not only on electrical power connection. Two wires are being connected to a headlamp, and headlamp is glowing actually. It is in fact having a control using the electronic design plus understanding the light distribution on the road and taking the feedback of opposite light, getting the sensing that light on the opposite side and adapting our system according to it. See, see the feedback, see the overall system how it is working, and you see how much important our expertise in this, very much important, right? It is related to safety. If you design the wrong information there, if the designed product is having a wrong inputs, wrong feedback, then you will have a wrong part and a wrong headlamp, and there will be an accident for sure, right? Then let me go to the any questions in this. I just choose some handful of features. My idea is here is not to show the features. Huh? My idea here is to explain you what is behind that feature and where we are placed in. Okay, that is where my idea here. Features, Once you start by going in YouTube, you will find a lot of features and you will get everything known. And by the time you buy the car, you will know everything. Okay, I only got to know most of the features only when I bought my car last 1 year back. Okay, so it is normal, but we need to understand what is behind it, what is needed to be getting that particular feature. That is where my interest here is. So do you know this HUD, heads up display? It is basically simple transparent display on the directly on the wiper windshield, where driver need not move his eyes away from the road. Isn't it interesting, right? So for that, it is simple. It's already an existing product. Maybe improvements are needed, right? So what is needed for it? It needs micro display image technologies, which is, of course, even I am also not much sure about that particular technology. But the point is, we should start understanding that in a little bit, so that we can have a sensible to this particular technologies, and see how do we implement in our work where we work on. Okay, coming to here, we know we have GPS and all right now. Okay, already they started using intelligent algorithms for identifying this distance, direction, elevation, everything. It's a very 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 foolproof, I can tell, right? Everybody can use it a very simple way. But what is this navigation dead reckoning? This is a additional feature for the car, where there is no, even though there is no satellite signal interruption is there, even that condition also, this particular dead reckoning navigation helps to give the accurate position of the car from our source, from the start point. Okay, this may not be useful for you and me, because we're always in the city and we just use satellite without any problem. But it may be useful in some specific requirements, some specific areas globally, right? So coming to exterior cameras, nowadays cameras have been normal now. Image stabilization technologies is the main background technology which is being used, because as we are going, as the cameras are in the car, they are focusing, recording the video outside around the car. Our roads are not so smooth, then there will be image perturbations will be there. During that time, image stabilization is really important, because otherwise driver cannot understand the image, and maybe it may lead to some accidents as well. So whole idea of keeping the cameras for safety purpose will be ruined if there is no stabilization. I hope the things are getting sense to you. And airbag is one more which I need not specifically explain you. Everybody know it now. Basically, it is uh, it needs background, lot of background programming and also hardware for it. So it's a technology of its own. Okay, and then coming to autonomous driving. Nowadays, cars are moving from manual driving to autonomous driving. So even these also needed lot of algorithms, programming, and PCBA development inside, and the gadgets development inside. So these all are needed for developing this particular technology. Coming to the other side, accurate V2V, V2X. Basically, V2 means vehicle to vehicle, vehicle to everything. Everything means even pedestrians, even pedestrian road, even the crossings. This all, this is accurate decision. So basically, what is that happening here? Data collection and analysis is being happen here. Okay. Then coming to lift gate motion detection, basically sensor and automation technologies. I don't want to go in details here. I just wanted to give where are we placed for these particular things. Coming to noise cancellation, for mic noise cancellation, for example, noise cancellation microphones are built to pick up your voice while ignoring the background. Because if you are giving the voice, for example, to the Siri or Google hand wireless, right? Hands free, Google hands free. During that time, if there is a noise in between your voice and your commands to the Apple Siri, there will be a problem, and it may not understand rightly, it may understand wrongly also, and lead to some accident again. So this is important. It is despite it is increasing your convenience, also it needs to be safe also. That is the reason this noise cancellation devices are being used. Driver and passenger authentication, it is most recent. We know biometric technology is being used in all the companies uh, globally now. So it is being implemented in the cars also, which is helping to reduce maybe crime or theft detection, theft control and all. Okay, and electronic stability control. This is for computer controlled braking of individual wheels, so that driver maintaining control in the car. Sudden, basically, whenever there is a sudden stoppage of the car, during that time, all wheels should be stopping at a time. If only front wheels are one side wheels are being started braking and other sides not, then it will start skidding, right? Or sometimes it will be flying off. So in order to have a stability for that vehicle, this particular technology being used, and this is mostly more of programming, and uh, complete electronic design is included in this, along with the mechanical systems in place. Okay. Similarly, traction control, also the same similar one, and it's like detects if a loss of traction occurs among the car wheels. If there is some difference between each car wheel, some position difference, or one of the car wheels are malfunctioning, that kind of situations, it will be sensing and it will have a control over the complete car. It will help the driver to have a control. And similarly, rollover. Okay, and adaptive cruise control. Adaptive cruise control, I personally experienced it when I was in Shenzhen. I have gone one trial ride with Tesla car. Okay, Tesla car is having one automatic. It's a automatic cruise control is there, where the driver can start cruise and then car will go continuously on the road. Okay, if there is minimum gap, there is another car in front of our car, there is no risk at all, the car continues to do. If somebody is changing the car from left lane to right lane, during that time what happens? The distance between the front car and our car will reduces, right? During that time, the speed has to reduce to lower, otherwise what we will do, we will be directly hitting the front car. So that is known as adaptive cruise control, and this again needs a lot of algorithms, lot of learning. Artificial intelligence is needed in this. It's like learning from experience for that particular artificial intelligence system, basically. So these are the overall, what I can say, the features for this automotive industry, where you all have the opportunities to get into this and work in that. Okay. Any questions in this, everybody? So electric vehicle industry. Can somebody explain me what is electric vehicle? Did you? I know, I'm sure many people are inquisitive and gone through YouTube and try to understand what is electric vehicles and how they work and all, right. I would like to have somebody come onto the stage, give 1 minute explanation about electric vehicle from the students. Can I? It is basically, electric vehicle is nothing but it's a driven by electric motor. Earlier we are driving by the car by engine, right? We are taking the engine out and keeping the motor there, and also designing the other electric vehicle architecture according to that. Like, we need a controller, we need a DC-DC converter, we need a battery, we need a battery management system. Okay, and then whatever features we talked in automobiles right now are the same. They will never change, they all will be there. Okay, they are always there. In addition to that, we are taking the engine off and keeping the motor in, and connecting all other related connections and what we say, these systems, to make sure the car will run with electric power, not fuel power, right? Are we clear about it? Yeah. So Now I go to the little more detail. So I just explained you all. Electric motor is very much important. We are taking the engine off and keeping the motor, and we have power electronic controller which will actually power the motor, and DC to DC converter where this will also be used, like 48 volt to 12 volt to light powering on all 12 volts accessories in the car. Thermal system for cooling, cooling is there very much important for batteries and the motor, because it will be the temperatures will be very high when the vehicle is running, and it needs to be controlled temperature, otherwise there will be a blast, right? And coming to traction battery pack, you see the battery pack, where the battery pack is, it is actually below our seats. Generally most of the cars are keeping below the seats only. There is the best place to keep. Okay, and then charging port where we will have a charging, and a transmission onboard charger where we are having a charger inside. Okay, there are two ways of charger. One is charging port from public charging, like like we go whenever there is no petrol or diesel, right? What we go to the petrol bunk and we get it refilled. Similarly, we are now getting the concept of public charging booths where you go and plug in there, wait for 10-15 minutes, you will get charged for 60%, just go. Okay, so this is the culture, we are going to get it soon. Okay, now coming to onboard charger means, whenever there is no public charging, then you will have an onboard charging, just power it on with the 220 volt power input, then it will work fine normally. But it will be slower. Onboard charger will be slower charging. It will be generally will be during the night, we will do it while sleeping. Okay, charging port generally we use in the public station when we are going for a uh, for I can long ride and all. So now let me, yeah, any questions? So let me just go quickly in terms of the background, behind the scenes for this. That is what my interest in, not about this electric vehicle. What exactly happening behind? Electric traction motor means there are opportunities for you in working on motor designing, where right now I have been working for last 20 years. Motor designing, motor development, manufacturing, quality, sales, and marketing. So these are the activities where you can get into. These are the work opportunities which you are going to have. Okay, when you started thinking about this particular industry and you wanted to get into this industry. Then coming to power electronics. Power electronics, I'm sure you would have studied power electronics in your maybe third year or fourth year, right? We generally don't study much there during BTech to BTech, but these are the backbone, I can tell you, for the future. So please do your best during the BTech only. This is the learning from experience what I can tell. Okay, so you see here power electronics, PCBA development, PCB design, vehicle integration and programming. These all systems, you can work on these all systems if you are good at power electronics and controller. Of course, as Verma sir was telling about microprocessor. Microprocessor is one more. I'm sure you might have having programming now. Those all comes into embedded programming where the same traction motor, power electronic controller, these all things can be controlled using that program. Maybe you are right now you are just doing a simple programming telling hello and hi, but those are the basics for these all. For sure you are going to take this, what is it? You can understand when you are 5 years later, when you are in an industry, you will understand that. Okay, so coming to thermal system, we are also studying thermodynamics, right? As one of the subjects, am I right, sir? Are we studying thermodynamics? Hello? I sorry. So I can. Okay. So we never thought that it will be so important when we were doing in our BTech. Okay. Now when we started working, we understood that thermodynamics is the backbone of complete system. Okay. Electric motor, when it runs, it will get heated. Power electronic controller, when it runs, it gets heated. Battery, when it is working, it gets heated. Charging, when it works, it gets heated. See, everywhere heat. If we don't have a control over that heat, means what? You are going to have a blast there, simple, and you will be in the car, right? So thermodynamics, despite we just say, oh, okay, we will just study for passing the exam and all, but it is really very, very important. Okay, so you will know thermal engineering. Maybe you need not be expert in that. As an electrical engineer, you need not be expert in it, but you should know the basics of it. How the how the temperature, or how the thermal energy transforms, how the temperature transforms all over the body of the car or the vehicle. Okay, so anyhow, this is just an overview to give you an idea about it. And then data analysis. So why I am keeping data analysis here? If you see the Tesla cars, or for example, Mahindra Electric cars, where I was working earlier in Bangalore, I was working in Mahindra Electric. We used to have complete right data whenever the car is moving. Okay, we have some 10 to 20 cars, 30 cars running on the road. What we used to do, we used to get the data to our server, and we used to analyze how the driver is driving, how much speed generally it is driving, how many times he is charging the car, and within how many kilometers the charge is getting discharged. That kind of multiple data we used to get by server, and we used to save in our server, and we used to analyze it. And not me, but it is like a team. As our team, we used to do that. Okay, so how it helps? It helps in understanding the road conditions, customer expectations, vehicle conditions, vehicle current situation, and improve the vehicle to next level. Right? Are we clear? So this is where this data analysis comes. Data analysis is not much into electrical, but still you should know how to get this data analysis. So most probably this will be coming into I don't know, maybe in IT or computer science related activity, most probably. Okay, and coming to battery, basically it comes with the chemical engineering, battery technology, battery management system, and vehicle integration. You know what is battery management system? Battery will be having a battery. Right now we are using lithium ion batteries. Lithium ion batteries are very, very sensitive to temperature. Okay, so as the even one cell temperature is being increased than other cell temperature, what happens? It will be like firing immediately. So it's a huge, basically I can tell we are keeping a bomb under our seat while we are driving. Okay, but it is not exactly the same what I just told. It can be safe enough when we use technologies like battery management system, where complete control over voltage, current, temperature will be there in the for that particular battery setup. And then we will be having safe drive and safe and longer battery life as well. Okay, and also very important is vehicle integration. Okay, vehicle integration? Just making a battery management system or battery technology is not the whole thing. How it talks to motor, how it talks to controller, how it talks to the thermal system, everything matters. So it is a vehicle integration is where we are more going into the into this technology right now. Okay, similarly transmission. Okay, transmission and charging point and onboard charger, basically I just explained you already. It is how the charger talks to battery, how the external charger talks to our battery, how the battery is integrated with the global charging points. Okay, this all comes into picture. You see, do you take this as a positive point, like you have a lot of opportunities to work on this for future? And how is that what we do? How is the feedback system works? I am driving a car. I am looking on the I am looking at front side road. I am looking rear view mirror. I am looking inner rear view mirror also. How is the vehicle's back side? Also I am looking at the vehicles on the side by, right? And there is something coming in between within next 50 meters or something. What I do, I brake, I slow down, right? And then when that particular object is moved away, then I will speed up again, right? Am I, what's happening here? Basically my eyes are taking the feedback from the road conditions at different directions, and my hands are working according to, my hands and legs are working to have a control over a complete vehicle. Then what autonomous car will do that? How autonomous car is going to do that? That is where this LiDAR unit, video cameras, radar sensors, ultrasonic sensors, okay, central computer, GPS, these all systems are coming here. Okay, LiDAR, for example, if it's the central computer is very critical to make sure it integrates all other systems well within this and take decisions. In electric car or normal car, who takes decisions? The driver take decision. Driver is a human being, right? But autonomous car, driver, there is no driver, there is no steering wheel at all, right? So who is taking decision? The car has to take decision. That means what? You should have the multiple options, multiple learnings to be used in this using artificial intelligence technologies to make sure car is learning from everyday life, everyday drive, and learn from it and adapt it and use it for the next drive. Okay, this is where you see artificial intelligence, safety, security, camera, network infrastructure, sensor technologies, radar, lidar, these all are to be integrated using this central computer. And then also one important thing, as I told you, when in as a driver, what I see, I'm just looking at the vehicles nearby me. Okay, 50 meters nearby me. When it is a very huge traffic jam, even it is not 50 meters, it will be 10 meters to 20 meters maximum, right? So DSRC is one more technology. It is a wireless communication technology between cars, where my car will identify about the other car, what that car, where is that car, and how much far it is, what it is going to do within next some time. It is going to go straight, it is going to go left side, it is going to right side. That particular communication will be done within the cars to each other. That is nothing but DSRC. Coming to digital map, we are very much used to Google Maps and Apple Maps nowadays. Okay, but why these digital maps? Digital maps are very much needed because car is not a human being, right? Car needs to have a more accurate position. In Google Map, for example, if you're using a Google Map, you are going using a Google Map going to a place till some 200 to 500 meters, you will get a very good Google Map situation. But after that, you will get little confused to reach your place. But for autonomous car, you cannot do that. Car has to go to the specific point, so it should be more digitalized. There is a reason digital mapping is needed for it. And of course, it's nothing but a data, right? And then coming to lidar, lidar is nothing but, you see, light detection, Li, D, A and R. Okay, light detection and ranging. Basically what it do, it tries to get inputs. Basically it's a remote sensing technology. It tries to sense remotely from that in the top to see any other vehicles around there, any other risk around the car. Based upon that, it gives inputs to central computer. Similarly, video cameras also, of course, there should be very high HD cameras are needed for it to make sure the clear understanding of the situation of the car, where the car is. Radar sensors and ultrasonic sensors are the same. These also helps to get the vehicle park automatically for some. For example, this one more feature which I was seeing in the Tesla car when I was trying to have a trial run there. It's the automatic parking sensor. It automatically parks basically. Okay, I just keep the car somewhere and then say, okay, go and park it, go back to its position, it park it. And then of course nowadays there is some more new technologies are coming, where it's a wireless charging also coming, where I didn't mention much here. Wireless charging technologies, where the charging will be below the car, charging like mobile phone, like iPhone getting charged, right? Wireless. Similarly, the car will be above the charging point, charging place, and it will start charging automatically when during the night time. So see the technologies how they are evolving. 20 years back, we were only knowing cars, not even electric cars. We don't know what is electric car, electric bikes also. But now we are into autonomous. We are going more automated, right? Are we clear? I hope the points are interesting and learning. Okay. Yes, sir. So now I go back to the preparation. Till now, what we are doing, we are exploring till now, right? We're exploring till now, but now what we have to do, we have to prepare for it, right? As a student, right, you have to do now. This is the time you have, where you can explore as much as possible and target your goal, where to go, what do I want to become next 5 years, next 10 years, next 15 years, next 20 years. You should have dream. For that dream, of course, you should start preparation from today onwards. You cannot say, okay, I go back to the company, I will start working there by learning. No, companies don't have time nowadays to teach anybody. Companies only have just lot of projects to start working on because of current technology evaluation, current competition as of now. Okay, so coming to preparation, what do you think now? Okay, you guys are all electrical engineering students now. Perfect. How much percentage of electrical engineering points I was talking till now for last three slides? Can somebody tell me how much percentage I was talking there? Not even maybe, not even 10-20%. But of course, this is the, yeah, electrical engineering is the base for whatever any other technology what we are talking there. It is the parent of everything. That is for sure. Okay, but we are talking only basic level motors, some signals, some electrical power connection, charging, power electronics. These are all electrical energy. What electrical engineering? What we are talking about. But there are much more disciplines are also in this. What are those? We need to have interdisciplinary skills are really necessary as of now, the due to the current trend. What I'm telling you, only electrical engineering will not help you. You need to get one more discipline knowledge also. Okay, which makes you different from other people. Can you guess me, can you tell me what are the other disciplines are needed now as per the discussion happened last three slides? Sorry. We still need the concepts of electronic engineering, correct? Concepts of mechanical engineering in terms of thermodynamics, and also vehicle structure and all. Of course, we also need a computer science and IT as well, right? Where we have to work in data analysis, programming, and IoT, Internet of Things, and etc. So don't get limited to your own discipline. This is what my point here. So, am I making any sense to you all on this topic? So I just give you an overview of what is actually needed to be going into this interdisciplinary. Yes, sir. Specific. Right now we can talk, but I'm sure this will be helping you people everywhere. Okay. So preparation, for preparation, I would like you all to start working individually for learning in this particular areas. Artificial intelligence and machine learning, electrical vehicle engineering, automobile electronics. So these are all your self learning is very important for this. So can you able to see this? So you please try to learn this from YouTube, or you have a lot of resources nowadays. I suggest to go through some of the courses, like Udemy courses are there, where it will be very cheaper, some 500 rupees and all, but you will have a very good resources coming up on this. Okay, and similarly there are YouTube resources also, where you can be the right people who can get the resources. Search also. Only thing is, what I am going to give you is the direction where to go. Okay, so I will be sending this presentation, so I need not go in detail on this topic. Main important thing is I want to just make it, I suggest you people to start working on your own startups. Okay, but that is important. So concentrating on electric motors, electric vehicle conversion kits, battery management, okay, and then battery manufacturing, onboard charging, and off-road charging, and battery swapping services. So these are only some portion of whole of the opportunities what I just told. There are a lot many opportunities are there, and you can just go through this and try to take one keyword and start exploring that. You will have a lot of information. You will learn a lot in terms of that. Okay. So for me, just for me contacting me, these are the these are my contact details. I can share with you in the PPT anyway. When I send to Raghukumar sir. Basically, what I wanted to tell is, let us everybody should not stop learning. We should start learn continuously. Okay. Even now, I learn. Everybody learn. As we learn, we keep learning. We stay young. If we stop learning, we will become old. Okay. So this is just my thoughts to everybody. I hope this session is being useful and interesting. Any further questions are there, you can ask, or you can stop. I think it's too late for them as well. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. If you know, okay, sir. I think yes, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. You are not there, sir. You are not there. Yes, sir. You are right, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. So we can close now. Okay, sir. See you then. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.